Oh my gosh. Literally following your intuition can not only save you money, save you in your life. That's literally what happened to me. So I had some extensive car damage on my car, and when I had taken it to the body shop, it was going to cost me, upwards of thousands of dollars. So something told me today that it was time to just get out and, excuse me, oftentimes when I am stuck in the house, what I do is I fall asleep because you're right next to your bed, you're right next to your comfort zone. So I'll get a lot of work done, but then I'll fall asleep, sometimes before I get everything that I want to get done. So today was like something that said, Ray, you can't stay inside. You cannot. So I decided to make sure my pet was fed, and then I went outside, and I had went to this IHOP that's not far from where I'm at, and I can typically go to any IHOP, but something told me just to go to this particular one because I was just told to go to this one because there was like other IHOPs I had passed along the way to get here. So I come back to the one that I was told to go to and the one that I had come to previously, even though it's a little bit further than the other ones that I had passed along the way. And I sit here, I'm here for like 10 minutes, not even. And someone just comes and they're like, oh, that car issue that you have right there, I can fix that for you for a couple $100. And I was just like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, and he was like, yeah, I'll even show you that I'll fix what I'm telling you I'm going to fix first before I ask you to pay me. So he does it. Him and his dad apparently had the tools in their car, and they usually don't have the tools in their car, but they did today for some reason because it has worked out that way. Someone had like done something to their family member's car, so they had the tools that they needed to help their family member get their car fixed, but then they ended up having the tools that they needed to fix my car. And they literally just saw me parked here and they said, hey, we can help you fix your car. So the damage on my car was pretty extensive to the point where the passenger door couldn't even open, and they got the car door to open. Like, they literally did that within like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. They just figured it. I was just like blown away, and I started to get emotional because number one, they did what they said they were going to do, and number two, I had trusted myself to follow my intuition, and it led to me saving thousands of dollars and having a good connect for someone that you can trust that does a good job on your car, as a female especially, because I don't know a lot about cars. Not saying that all females do not know a lot about cars, but I am definitely fitting, I guess, the mold of not knowing a lot about cars as a woman. And they did it. They literally fixed my car. So all of that to say, those split-second decisions, because I was like, oh, why not just go to this IHOP, or why not go to this IHOP? I'm like, no, I'm going to go to this one because something's telling me to go to that one. And I made sure to go to that one, even though I was questioning it at first. I was like, something's telling me, so I came here. And I was at the right place at the right time, and I literally saved thousands of dollars. So when you have those split-second nudges where you're told to do something and then you start questioning it and you're wondering, why am I being told to do this? And some reason you like have that inner negotiation with yourself where you you convince yourself not to follow the nudge that you were told to follow. That could be the difference between you saving or making thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and not. And it could be the difference between you positioning yourself to have someone give you a helping hand for whatever life circumstance that you're currently going through, and you not having that available to you. So really being present, really following those nudges, trusting yourself to follow those nudges, even when you don't really know why you're following that nudge, could be the difference in you being positioned to have an opportunity and you not having that opportunity. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of why we second guess our intuition in the first place. It's often because we don't have a grounded understanding of where it's leading us, right? And we don't have the tangible results of what the decision that you're being guided to make will yield yet. So then we start looking at the data. We start looking at all the reasons why we shouldn't follow that nudge. ChatGPT doesn't say we should go. It was raining really hard today. So by all means, I shouldn't have gone outside, right? Right? All of those reasons that we tell ourselves why we shouldn't do something. And that's when we have to get extremely question our questions. That's what we have to question our questions and question the facts that we say are facts and question where those facts that we have deemed are true come from. Are those, when you hear people that tell you don't go out in the rain, all the bad things happen in the rain, especially living in California, like, is that always true? Is that true because someone else said it? And do you trust yourself to go against what someone else says, or what the naysayers will say, or what people that care about you will say, because you're being told to do something? So questioning your questions, questioning the facts that you have deemed are true, and questioning how factual they are. Are you allowing someone else's perception of the world to determine how you are going to perceive the world? And that's where we get into your inner approval seeker, where you're like, okay, well, is this the part of me that wants to accept their truth as your own because you don't want to go against the grain, because you don't want to be rejected, because you want to make sure that you're staying within the confines of what someone else says that you're supposed to do or supposed to be? And how does that get into your intuitive authority at the identity level, where you are actually following through with the nudges that your intuition is telling you to do? Because your intuition is ultimately God's voice speaking through you. And it can save you thousands of dollars. It can position you to be with the right people that can lead you to an opportunity. It can position you to meet the right person that becomes the love of your life. And it's when we don't follow it that you don't even realize what could have come from actually trusting yourself to follow your nudges, to follow your intuition. So one of the things that I talk about with my signature HEAL method, HEAL, is to really start questioning and harmonizing your thoughts around why you may not even be following through with the decision that your intuition is guiding you to make. What are your emotions around your decisions and the expected outcomes that you are expecting to have based on those decisions? Are you seeing that there's infinite possibilities when it comes to the decisions that you're making? And what are your emotions? And are you staying in a lower vibrational state where you're second guessing yourself to the point of self-doubt? Are you feeling guilty or shame for making decisions that other people don't necessarily understand or agree with? And how do your thoughts, how do your emotions align with the direction that you're meant to go, or where you're being nudged to go? And what parts of you do you need to let go of in order for you to fully trust in the decision that you're making? And this is what you do to become embodied with your intuitive authority when you're making decisions that you don't always know the outcome, yet are being guided to make. So use my example as a reason. Oh, I got so emotional because I was like, it was a miracle. So use my example as a reason for following and trusting in yourself. So schedule your Swift Aligned Intuitive Decision Strategy call with me. Right now, this is where I'm going to help you identify one core block that may be preventing you from fully trusting yourself to take a leap in a certain direction when it comes to your business, when it comes to your relationships, and when it comes to just any personal goals that you're currently achieving or working toward achieving. And I will use my intuition to help you identify any unconscious blocks that are getting in your way and causing hesitation with a decision that you know that your intuition is guiding you to make. So schedule your call with me. The link will be in the comments or in my bio.